I suppose a major reason why I do love Phantasm 3 Lord of the Dead and why I really do celebrate it, and pretty much the entire filmography of Don Coscarelli, is that when it comes to low budget filmmaking, many times you pretty much have to write around what you have at your disposal. I mean, that's really the success of great low budget cinema, is that a filmmaker thinks, okay, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. Let's see if we can write an entire movie around that. And this one actually started out because Reggie Bannister and Don Coscarelli got wind of this, this cemetery slash mausoleum where they had access to, and then they wrote the entire movie around that, and they said, let's make another Phantasm movie. And I will say, unlike Phantasm 2, where that one is definitely much more grounded, balls to the wall horror extravaganza, Phantasm 3 actually does try to bring things a little bit further back into the surrealism of the original. Not by much, though. I mean, there's still a lot of, horror action elements to it, and I think, and it definitely all comes to a head in the climax. And I will say this: they had this, they had this mausoleum. They used the hell out of it for that climax, and it was kind of outstanding. But there's a lot of cartoonish elements to it, which, do kind of veer the series into a more sillier tone, but they're still fun. So you don't really mind them as much. I mean, Rocky is pretty much a white guy's interpretation of a black soul sister, badass character, but she's still a fun character. And it's that kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. It's because on one side she is a badass character who is great in her back and forth with Reggie, but at the same time, though, it's like, this is not a real human being. The real humans like this don't exist. Meanwhile, you've got Tim, who basically is the R-rated Macaulay Culkin, who actually has traps that hurt and kill. So you're going, holy shit, Macaulay Culkin guy got shit on you. So you got that. These are weird elements that are thrown in, but it still quintessentially feels like Phantasm. You still got Michael Baldwin's back, actually lending a nice cohesion with the first two films. So it's still unmistakably Phantasm, but Angus Scrimm is still on the money, and the ending is still as ominous as it should be with Phantasm. So it's still a fun movie, and it's still incredibly watchable, and I still find it thoroughly entertaining. It's just not my favorite sequel in the series. But we'll get to that.